Somewhere on the internet, in 2019, a single photo appeared. An empty room, yellow walls, damp carpet, fluorescent lights humming with no one around to hear them. No caption, no explanation, just a warning from whoever posted it. If you're not careful, you'll end up here too. That image became one of the biggest horror phenomenons on the internet, and this year, it became a movie that broke box office records in its opening weekend. This is the real story of the Backrooms. According to the mythology that grew around it, the Backrooms aren't a place you go looking for. You fall into them by accident, by noclipping out of reality itself, a term borrowed directly from video games, describing what happens when you glitch through a wall you were never supposed to pass through. One moment, you're somewhere completely normal. The next, you're standing in an endless maze of empty rooms. The same yellow walls, the same musty carpet, repeating infinitely in every direction, with no exit and no other person in sight. The internet didn't stop at one room. Over the following years, an entire community built out an ever-expanding mythology. Numbered levels, each with its own rules, its own dangers, its own creatures rumored to be lurking just out of sight in the identical hallways. It became less a single scary story and more an entire shared universe, built not by one writer, but by thousands of anonymous contributors, each adding their own layer to a place that, officially, doesn't exist anywhere at all. Here's what almost no one who's obsessed over this legend originally knew. The photo itself is real. It's not AI generated, not a movie still, not built for the internet at all. The image had actually been circulating in various corners of the internet for years before anyone attached a horror story to it. It wasn't formally packaged into the Backrooms concept until a 2019 post on 4chan gave it a name and a mythology to go with it. The real breakthrough came years later, in 2024, when a small group of internet sleuths on Discord finally tracked the photo back to its actual source, a blog post from 2003 documenting the renovation of an ordinary furniture store in Wisconsin. Using the Wayback Machine, they confirmed it. The most famous, impossible room on the internet was, at some point, a completely real room, in a completely real building, being remodeled by completely ordinary people. You'd think solving the mystery might have killed the legend. It didn't. If anything, discovering the real photo only reignited interest, sending an entirely new wave of people back into the mythology to explore it all over again. Around 2022, a teenager began posting short, self-made videos on YouTube, styled as found footage, exploring the Backrooms. He was still in his teens at the time, uploading from home, and those videos became a genuine viral sensation, expanding the mythology even further and introducing it to millions of new viewers who'd never seen the original forum posts. That same creator, now in his 20s, went on to direct an official feature film adaptation for a major studio, released in cinemas this year and immediately breaking opening weekend box office records. It's a genuinely rare arc, a photo nobody claimed, turned into a myth nobody owns, built collaboratively by thousands of strangers, eventually reaching cinema screens through the exact same person who helped popularize it as a teenager online. Psychologists and internet culture researchers have pointed to a specific reason this image spreads so effectively. It taps into what's often called liminal space discomfort. These are places built for movement and people passing through. Hallways, waiting rooms, empty parking structures, captured instead in total stillness and total emptiness. They look almost exactly like memories most people already have. A supply room, an office after hours, a basement from childhood. Familiar enough to feel recognizable, but wrong enough to feel deeply unsettling. That's a very different kind of fear than a monster jumping out of the dark. it's quieter. And for a lot of people, it's harder to shake off. A single, unclaimed photo on anonymous mythology built by thousands of strangers who never met. A real furniture store in Wisconsin mistaken for a doorway into nowhere. And now, a movie playing in theaters worldwide. Maybe that's the actual horror of the Backrooms. Not what might be hiding in those endless yellow rooms, but how easily an ordinary empty space, one you've probably stood in yourself without a second thought, can become something the entire internet decides to be afraid of. If you want more real origin stories behind the internet's biggest horror legends, subscribe, because this is only the beginning.